Hi, I'm Eric Osnes with Homebridge Financial Home Mortgage. For over 30 years, I've been helping people in the Northwest purchase, refinance, build, and renovate their homes. I'm out enjoying a beautiful spring morning today. The plants and trees are waking up, and the real estate market is definitely awake. In fact, I don't think it ever went to sleep over the winter. It's been a little bit crazy. In my last video, I talked about the market and how right now there's about 4 buyers for every home that comes on the market, and how to craft a winning offer. So did you win? If you did, fantastic. Most likely you paid more than the listed price, possibly a lot more. So the next step is the appraisal. So let's talk about that just a little bit. Cross your fingers that appraisal comes in at the sales price. But what if it doesn't? That's a possible risk, especially if your bid was considerably higher than the listed price. So first, let's talk about the appraisal itself and how that works. Appraisers use what's called a comparative market analysis of your property. They have to find anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8 homes in the neighborhood that are similar enough in style and age to compare to your home. And they'll look at that based on square footage, amenities, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, view, quality of construction, all of that. And they'll make adjustments. No 2 homes are identical. So the appraisers will say, well, this one's a little bigger, this one's a little smaller, this one's a little nicer, this one's not as nice. And they'll make those types of adjustments. When they do that, they come up with an adjusted value for those comparables, create something of a value range. And then the appraiser has to decide, which of those comps most closely resembles the home that you're buying. And they'll come in with a value conclusion. So if that value comes in at the sales price, we're good to go. We're in good shape and we can move forward with final approval for your loan. If it comes in higher than the sales price, we just get real quiet. That's just between you and me. The seller doesn't need to know that information. In fact, we make sure that they don't because it's none of their business. The appraisal's between the lender and you, the buyer, and that's it. But what if that appraisal does come in lower than the sales price? In that case, we've got some work to do. Lenders will base our what we call loan to value calculation on either the sales price or the appraisal value, whichever one is lower. So if an appraisal comes in lower than the sales price, it will affect our loan to value ratio. For example, if you're making a down payment that's fairly significant, 25, 30% down, something like that, it's probably not going to make any difference if the appraisal comes in a little bit lower. Let's say you put 30% down. Our loan to value ratio is 70%. The appraisal comes in a little bit lower, then maybe we keep your loan amount and everything the same, and our loan to value ratio goes to 71, 72, 73%. It's probably not going to impact the interest rate on your loan or the loan amount or the cash that you need to close. But what if you're putting the minimum down payment for a loan program? Then it's a little bit different. Say on a conventional loan, our minimum down might be 3% or 5%, depending on the loan amount, FHA 3.5%. Let's do an example. Let's say that you bought a home for $550,000 and with 3% down, that's $16,500 down. Our loan amount would be $533,500. What if the appraisal came in $10,000 low? Our loan calculations would change. Our maximum loan would be 97% of $540, no longer 97% of $550. So our maximum loan amount would go from $533,500 down to $523,800. So essentially that's going to increase your down payment required by $9,600. So that's kind of a situation where if you're putting minimum down, it's really going to have an impact on us. In a competitive bidding situation, the seller is going to ask for an addendum, stating, do you have extra money to bring in case the appraisal comes in low? And if so, how much? So that's a conversation that you'll need to be having with your real estate agent, when you're making that offer. Just how much are you willing to pony up if the appraisal doesn't come in, quite as high as we're hoping or at the sales price. So I hope this information is helpful for you. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch my other videos. We'll be talking about a lot of topics already and over the weeks to come. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.